Hello everybody, Nick Peternell here with MTG.one. Today I am playing a Bant Spirits list. Um, Basically, it's a take on your typical blue-white spirits. If I just move these two playsets out of the way, you recognize all these cards. These are cards that have been mainstays in this archetype for a long time. Now this archetype's fallen out of favor. In part, I think that it wasn't very successful early on against Heart of Kiran, and then people started playing with Winding Constrictor and Walking Ballista, and it just made all the X1s really bad. And the deck didn't really have the ability to slog through that and grind through that. And so that's where this green splash comes in. Tameo is really good, draws extra cards, taps creatures down. You'll notice we don't have any removal in the main deck. We just have tempo plays. We just have the Nebelgast Trail to tap down, Tameo to tap down, Renegade Rallier to get back something to tap something down, that sort of thing. And then Renegade Rallier, we have 4 Evolving Wilds, we have Essence Flux, we have the Selfless Spirit and Mausoleum Wanderer sacrifice effects to trigger Revolt. And buying back these spirit effects is just so backbreaking. The spirits themselves are so good by themselves, but if you're a removal deck and you're able to deal with all of them, then the deck kind of crumbles and implodes on itself. And so this green splash really facilitates a style that helps you grind through those removal heavy decks like Temur Tower or sometimes green black depending on their build. And there's a lot less Ishkana in this day and age, so spirits are a little bit safer. The skies are mostly clear for them. Let's see. That's basically the main deck. I mean, most of it's pretty stock at this point. Metallic Mimic is really good in this deck, if you didn't know. There's a lot of Whirler Virtuosos in the world, a lot of ways to kill these X1 spirits, Walking Ballista. But if you have a really strong Metallic Mimic start and you get a couple spirits to 3-2, then you can often just snowball over those effects. Moving over to the sideboard, we get a couple really cool things out of green. Lifecrafter's Bestiary is just such a grindy card, and when we're trying to do that, we have a lot of cheap creatures already, and so we're drawing so many cards per turn, and once this is down, the scry is worth so much, and we're able to slog through any number of removal spells. There's some cheap interaction. Blossoming Defense's Sword of Essence Flux 5 and 6. I've noticed with this deck that getting through Whirler Virtuoso tokens can sometimes be tough, so having the versatility of a pump spell is also quite helpful. Especially against Liliana the Last Hope, having another card on the draw that can help you, not get blown out is just absolutely fantastic. We have a couple Lampult Pacifists. This card's really interesting. We like to play at instant speed, so on turn 2, if you play this, on turn 3, you're not really incentivized to play out stuff anyway. You'd rather hold up Rattle Chains, Spell Queller, Essence Flux, that kind of thing. So it's really natural to just pass, let it flip, and just have a 4/4. And in a world of Rogue Refiners and things of that nature, it's so helpful. 4/4 is the perfect size. What else? We just got some removal. Sometimes you do need the removal spells. And we do have 3 Declaration in Stones. It's not our primary way to do things. We also have 2 Eerie Interlude. I'm kind of iffy on this, but in theory, it lets us rebuy Renegade Rallier triggers, rebuy, a couple other things, Nebelgast Herald triggers, and so it also lets you dodge removal spells like Yahenni's Expertise. So it's worth trying out. I think that I could also get on board with a couple Authority of the Consuls to help shore up the Saheeli Rai matchups. Then we have 2 Negates, just generic good stuff. Anyway, that's Bant Company. Let's get to the games.